Stick around to hear about the project I'm doing with Mr. Beast. Have you ever watched a video so scary that you think it should be banned? Well, get ready because you're about to see 10 of them. These are the top 10 scary videos that should be banned. Number 10, Grave Encounter. Some ghosts are friendly, this one not so much. Published by Find Ghost in October of 2021, this scary video shows a woman being bombarded by something unseen. As the woman is bent over a cardboard box, shuffling through it, suddenly her left leg is taken out from under her. She falls to the ground and then is dragged across the driveway toward the garage. Before she is able to free herself from the ghost taking her, she springs to her feet and races out of there in a hurry. Where was this ghost taking her? And what would it have done if it succeeded? Number 9, Ball lightning. This freaky phenomenon was caught on film in August of 2021. Published by Yang Bing Hong, this scary video shows a massive electric ball floating around an apartment. Ball lightning is a rare phenomenon involving a spherical, luminescent orb believed to be related to thunderstorms. Although similar to lightning bolts, ball lightning lasts much longer and will eventually pop. When it does, it leaves a sulfuric scent behind. The ball lightning in this video flies into the room from outside. It moves around, ricocheting off walls and furniture, and then moves back into another room. This is where the video cuts off so viewers don't get to see whether or not this ball lightning eventually ends with a pop or not, but it's certainly something of a shock to witness such a rare phenomenon and inside someone's home. What do you think is the cause? Number 8, Man in the Red Room. As we've seen time and time again, entering an abandoned building alone is a fool's errand. Here is just more proof. Published by Martin Navejas in October of 2016. This scary video was captured on Martin's phone when he was filming a 3-part tour of the church, which is his muse as a photographer. Martin writes, "Just as I was about to wrap up, I went in the basement to a room I call the Red Room, and what he captured in the Red Room is extremely disturbing." Martin enters the room and shines his light on a chair in the darkness. A mysterious figure appears to be sitting in it. Martin turns his flashlight off and then back on, perhaps unsure of what he's seeing before his eyes. When the light flicks back on, the still, obscure figure rises quickly from the chair to give chase. Martin races up the stairs and out of the church, stumbling in the process and slicing his hand open. Although the figure isn't captured on film during the wild chase scene, Martin ends up in the dark and full of fear. Footsteps are heard and it's not clear if they're just Martin's or those of the shadow figure. However, he seems to be getting chased still, but finally makes it out of the church and back into the light. Martin writes, "I still can't believe I managed to get all this on camera. I'm still very shaken up from this." He advises other artists and photographers to learn from his mistakes and never go it alone. I'd be staying far away from that place. Number 7, Bones and Shoes. A mysterious trophy pile of shoes, multiple bones. What is going on in this creepy mine? You're about to find out. Published by Connor Kelly in May of 2019, Connor and his team dive into the McCoy mine in Nevada in this scary video. They head down into the mine shaft with nothing but flashlights. As they enter further, they notice a reflection.
Do you see that reflection? They're trying to...
On closer inspection, they realize it's shoes, and not just one pair, a whole pile of them. Nearby, they also spot some bones.
How old would you say these shoes are, Dad? That's a bone right there. Actually, there's quite a few bones in this.
Shane suggests that this is where the Yeti eats his victims. But in reality, they fear mountain lions and are ready to defend themselves against them. As they approach the shoes, they look down at the dirt and feel it's wet and maybe freshly turned, as though something or someone was recently here. They get closer to the shoe pile and realize there are bones stuck in it as well.
See the bones? Well, now we know the question. If we ever see something sketchy in a horror movie, we are the people who keep going.
They also note that they all appear to be children's shoes, and some look old and worn while others are new. They venture further into the pit of bones. Perhaps this mine has been repurposed as a mountain lion's den, but that wouldn't quite explain the shoe trophy tower.
So this is water flowed. It is gonna be great. So we can't trust this.
The crew leaves at this point and wonders if the internet has any theories. Some suggest putting up live cameras there so we can get to the bottom of this. Others wonder why this isn't being investigated. YouTuber Kara Ward notes that in the Can-Am Missing Project, which is an extensive study of those who go missing in the wild of North America, in many cases where the people are found, their shoes are mysteriously missing. Did we just find where those shoes have gone? Whatever is happening in this mine, it sure seems suspicious. Number 6. Abandoned hospital. Most hospitals cure the living, but this one was abandoned long ago. Filmed in 2013, this haunted hospital is a hotspot for paranormal activity. The pair first captures the exterior of this once beautiful broken down building. Many of the windows have been busted out, and as the couple are standing outside, they start to hear some faint and horrible wailing. Somebody is inside, or at least their spirit is. Despite this forewarning, they approach the building to enter. As they do, this awful sound is heard.
Vas-y, arrête, non, sérieux, arrête, moi je flippe, sérieux. Moi je peux pas. Oh putain.
Although they scare pretty quickly and run back out, they gather their courage to enter again. They climb the stairs and walk down a long empty hallway, where they come across a chair sitting in an open space. As they approach, the chair moves. It moves again when they get even closer. After a moment of fear, they start to run away, terrified. When they turn back, the chair is gone. After running, they come to another hallway when they see this creepy shadow figure. It enters a room at the end of the hall. Later, they see a similarly robed figure on the landing above them. The man heads up to the landing to wave from the spot where they saw the figure, but as he does, he is aggressively pulled out of view. When his partner runs up the stairs to see what has happened, the man is sitting on the floor, appearing in a daze. He has a stick in his hand, and there are pieces broken on the floor.
Qu'est-ce que t'as, t'es con, vas-y, arrête tes conneries, putain. Ah, putain! Je suis, putain! Je suis.
The door in front of them slams shut, bringing the couple's visit to an end. Let's just hope that they didn't turn into the demon doctor's next patients. Number 5. Military barracks ghost. A man walks into a bar, and then poof, he's gone. Posted to the Ghosts subreddit by Carmen a Cat. This creepy security video was shot at San Diego's Liberty Station, inside a restaurant called Stone Brewery that was once a military barracks. The Redditor writes that he used to work for this restaurant, whose building was built in the 1940s. He says employees there often hear spooky sounds or get chills while working. He also notes that this video was taken at 5 a.m. when no one was there. The scary clip shows a creepy pale figure appear out of thin air. It paces in front of the bar, before fading into transparency and disappearing altogether. The figure is more solid at first, but fades further as he moves out of frame. While some Redditors believe the camera might be ghosting, others aren't so skeptical. Redditor Mr. JC writes, I know for a fact that there have been multiple accounts of ghost sightings at Liberty Station, and then to see this footage, there's no doubt in my mind that this is real. J.R. Howry agrees, writing, I've installed network equipment and surveillance cameras at Liberty Station for a few businesses, can confirm that place is haunted AF, and here is the evidence. With this many people backing up the claims, this has to be true in my opinion. Number 4. Spectre at home. A creepy spectre is up to some shenanigans in this haunted home. Published in October of 2021, Alberto Del Arco captures paranormal activity on camera, and some of it is truly frightening. The first encounter with this specter happens when a door opens on its own. A moment later, a light in the kitchen turns on. This is followed by a figure appearing in the upper corner of the footage. That figure peeks its head out from around a corner and hangs there for a long moment. You can't really tell what the creature is, but it is definitely moving. An object is then rolled from the kitchen into the living room. It knocks against a table leg and then slows to a stop. Is this enough evidence to prove this house is haunted? Number 3. Over the fence. Children make friends in even the scariest of places. Posted to the Ghosts subreddit by Polio, the Redditor is wondering if Redditors can identify what this terrifying photo might be. He says it was taken by a family friend one summer who lives next to a cemetery. In the photo, 3 children are standing on a bench looking over a fence. The Redditor doesn't clarify what they were looking at in the first place, but what they found, we can see clearly. A ghastly face with glowing eyes. Many in the comments are spectating whether or not the kids could even see the face in reality. If they could, you'd think they'd have a different reaction. Redditor Sarah Stroffel has a good point. He writes, here's the thing. Even if it was a living person, human eyes don't shine like that. We don't have the membrane that causes that kind of light reaction. Whatever it is, it ain't people. Well, if it isn't a person, what is it? My guess is the ghost of someone buried at that cemetery. Number 2. Construction site encounter. If something peered through a window at you when you should be alone, would you be able to keep your chill? Published by Con on Tape in December of 2011, the scary video was captured by a construction worker around 10 p.m. in a home he was building. The creepy clip shows the worker walking through the bare bones of the construction site. As he turns toward a window, this bald-headed figure with glowing eyes peeks over the ledge. Apart from its blank glowing eyes, it doesn't have any other distinctive features. This figure looks more extraterrestrial to me than human. What do you think it is? Do you remember when Mr. Beast started the Team Trees initiative to plant 20 million trees? Well, over the last few weeks, there's been a secret YouTube video, and that video is for the second wave of the largest creator-led fundraising campaign to ever hit the internet, and it's called TeamSeas. The goal is to raise $30 million to remove 30 million pounds of trash and plastic from our oceans, beaches, and rivers. Every single dollar TeamSeas raises will go directly to these two solutions-oriented, not-for-profit organizations, Ocean Conservancy and the Ocean Cleanup. I think this is a great idea, and I will be personally donating $2,500 to help. If you're interested in donating, please visit teamseas.org, and if you can't donate at the moment, that's totally okay. Even using the hashtag TeamSeas on social media can help make a difference by raising awareness, so let's get cleaning.
Number 1. A very haunted home. Sometimes the bumps in the night are more than random. Michael McGee uploaded a video he filmed of his living room on the night of August 5th, 2015. McGee had been having several strange experiences in his home and decided to document what was happening. Having left a camera running overnight, he captured something just after 3 a.m. As the footage starts, a strange series of bumps can be heard, along with some unexplained clicks. The bumps soon turn into footsteps along the creaking floors, heavy and slow. Early on, the chair that is the center of focus slightly turns, as if something had brushed against it. It's possible whatever was making the footsteps could have walked by. Moments later, the chair once again turns, this time as if it is facing the camera. The footsteps can still be heard, as if they're walking all around the room. Interestingly enough, an orb appears above the chair, moving across the screen. A second one appears in the top corner, moving down before disappearing from view. All throughout, footsteps can be heard, and they seem to be getting louder with a rapid rocking noise from an unseen object. McGee has since dedicated his channel to paranormal investigation, even purchasing high-end equipment in hopes of finding more answers, not just about his home but others as well. His channel is worth checking out for those interested in paranormal activity. Perhaps you'll be able to see definitive paranormal proof. Some videos make you laugh, others make you cry, but the videos on this list are for something else altogether. These are the top 10 scary videos that'll make you scream hysterically.